Hi, STEM. I'm super excited to be bringing you a PiDay celebration. Miss Wart and I have worked really hard to put this together, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoy this activity on Friday. So before we start, I want to make sure and say congratulations to our History Fair winners. Nathan Copeland and Sean Nicholson won first place junior group website. Camden Ross and Madeline got first place junior group documentary. Alyssa won third place junior individual research paper. Ashley Patterson third place junior individual website. And Monica Schluter and Kimberly honorable mention group exhibit. Give a big round of applause if these guys are in your rooms right now. Our first place teams will move on to the state competition in Austin at History Day on April 27th. Congratulations, guys, and we are super excited that you guys were able to take home some prizes. Okay, so before we get started, I want to make sure that everybody understands exactly what pie is. And I'm not talking about the apple or cherry kind. So I want to make sure that you know that this is a circle-ish, okay? And this is our diameter when it goes right across the middle. But did you also know that this is our radius? And it takes two of those to give us a diameter. Okay, so there's some basic vocabulary. I know 6th grade is really big on vocabulary. So, I know you're saying, so what? Why do I care? Where's the pie? Well, crazy thing. So if I have my circle, okay, there's two things I could know about it in addition to these two. I could know the distance around, and that is called circumference. I'm not going to spell it because I'll probably get it wrong. And then there's area. Okay, so when we talk about these two, we need these two to figure them out. So if you had a tape measure in your hand, you could measure how far around a circle, how far it goes. You could measure across. You could fill in these blanks, but say you only have a ruler and it doesn't really go around your circle very well. Well, you know pi and you know the diameter, so you can find the circumference. I think I can hear some people saying, but Miss, we don't know pi. Oh, well, I'm so glad you asked. Some people like to say that pi is just 3.14. Some people say that pi is 22/7. This person is more right. This person is right enough. Pi is a number that never stops. So I think that would be kind of hard to multiply with in the short amount of time we have today. So we're going to go ahead and simplify and just use 3.14. Now, I don't want to forget to talk about area. Area says, and this one's going to be fun, pi r squared equals your area. So now, I want to make sure that we don't forget that this r squared, that means r times r, not 2 times r, okay? So today, you guys are going to be finding circumference and diameter of some pie, some actual cherry, pecan, pumpkin, apple, blueberry pie. I don't know. We'll see when we get upstairs. But In the next video, I'm going to give you some instructions. And using those instructions, you're going to make a couple guesses. And then on your worksheet, you are going to fill in some blanks that are going to be turned in so I can take a look and make sure everybody understood just exactly how we get pi. Now, for my 7th graders, I know you're eagerly listening, so glad to see you again. My 7th graders, if I look at this right here, this circumference formula right here, and I move it around, look what I have. I have pi equals my circumference divided by my diameter. This is a ratio. And the crazy thing is that if I gave every classroom a different sized pi, approximately, based on our measuring abilities, the circumference divided by the diameter, every single classroom should still get pi, around 3.14, about 22/7. Okay, so what we're going to track today in the cafeteria is if this is true or not. We'll see if those old mathematicians got this right or if they messed up. Okay, so your teacher's going to start the next video, and in that video, you're going to get instructions on what to do next. Thanks for learning.